Barbados is an island state that lies between the Atlantic Ocean and Caribbean Sea. It is 21 miles in length and 14 miles wide. Its population is about 300,000. Visitors are drawn to it from all over the world. A combination of glorious sunshine, blue seas, soft sand, fine food and vivid local colour gives this island its unique charm. On the 18th of September 2013, just as passing showers are making way for sunny skies, CCTV documentary channel interviews Frundle Stewart, Prime Minister of Barbados, in his official residence.
Very good to have you in Barbados. Barbados, small island in the Caribbean, much smaller than China. 166 square miles. A population of about 280,000 people. Was settled by the British in 1627, and we remained a British colony until 1966, when we became independent. So we've been independent now for over 47 years. We don't have any mountains. Our highest peak, I believe, is about 1,100 feet. So we have a very level country for all practical purposes. Some of the most beautiful beaches you can find anywhere in the world. And some of the most charming people you can find anywhere in the world. This filming and Chinese getting a chance to see a little more of Barbados.
Just as most people in China are finishing their daily business and are returning home, on the other side of the globe in Barbados, some 20,000 kilometers away, dawn is just breaking.
So the morning starts around 5 o'clock. So it means that I have to get up at 4:30 to get down to the beach for 5 o'clock. Now there are two phases. There's a pre-glow where the light comes in before the sunrise, so I try to do one painting then. Then I wait a bit, and then when the sun actually rises, then I do a second painting. So essentially every day should be 2 successful paintings, hopefully. The first painting I think was a disaster, because I was completely overwhelmed by the material. I didn't take into consideration how quickly the sun was going to rise.
Kelman lived in Britain for over 2 decades. 15 years ago, he returned to his hometown and became a professor. In his view, Bathsheba Beach is a symbol of Barbados's charm and solemnness.
It's the idea of water as having a kind of memory. It was there before we were here, and it will be there after we were here. Bathsheba has a particular significance. It is the one image of the island everybody can relate to in some way. It's the most eastern part of the island, and so therefore, you know, there's nothing between there and Africa. The ideas of the pictures, again, is to look at the notion of a kind of a cultural memory through the framework of an image that carries with it a significance.
Kelman has a grandiose plan to spend 5 years recording every sunrise on Bathsheba Beach with his paintbrush. Since 2010, he has been at the beach without interruption at 5 a.m. every morning.
It's the same view, but every day it's completely different. So every day I have the possibility of doing a different painting. Just like this morning, the water was very low. If we go the same as the tide will be very low. So that's completely different. Everything is changing all the time. But what's constant, like the landscape, it's a celebratory feeling about it. It's a beauty that has a subtext of, say, danger. If you penetrate the subject, you will find underneath that is a history that's very brutal. I'm trying to be optimistic about an ugly space. I think we can still try to find beauty in ugliness.
When referring to Barbados's ugly history, Kelman means the 400 years of colonial rule that Barbados had been subjected to. Before the 16th century, just a few Carib Indians inhabited the island. In 1518, during the Age of Exploration, the Spanish landed on the island. The wild fig trees found everywhere reminded them of a man's beard, so they named the island Barbados, meaning bearded in Spanish. By the 17th century, Britain had occupied the island and brought black slaves from West Africa to work on the plantations. In 1966, Barbados finally declared independence and became a member of the British Commonwealth. At noon on Wednesday, Harold and his old friends wear their customary military uniforms and boots for the weekly changing of the guard ceremony. This used to be an important daily ceremony of the British soldiers during the colonial period, but the ceremony was axed with independence. Just 2 years ago, the Barbados government decided to resume this tradition and promoted it as a tourist event. Harold and his friends are retirees from the Barbados Defence Force, some of whom even served under the British in colonial times. Barbados has not witnessed war on its shores for hundreds of years. Peace, safety and tranquility best describe this country and as something to be proud of. The island state's defence force now comprises around 600 soldiers, with the Navy being the most popular. Anderson Goodrich is the most senior commander of one of Barbados Coast Guard's patrol ships. Today, his mission is to patrol around the island.
Some of the main functions that we're responsible for here at Barbados Coast Guard is search and rescue, drug interdiction, fisheries protection. We also do the water sports state policing of the sea as well. Port state control is one of those areas that we are also responsible for.
Goodrich joined the military in 1987, starting in the infantry. He transferred to the Coast Guard in 1999 and was initially terrified with the routine of confronting cross-border drug smugglers.
When I first came to Barbados Coast Guard and I was placed on board the ship to go see, I had some strangest feelings. I view going to sea as one of the most dangerous jobs in the world. My experience would have taken me back to a couple of occasions where I interdicted a couple suspected drug vessels. And the experience was more or less an exchange of gunfire, and more or less it led to the arrest of persons on the suspected drug vessels.
Today, Goodrich orders the patrol vessel to circle the island, which takes 3 to 4 hours. He makes this patrol at least twice a week. It's his responsibility, and he loves his work.
see from the time they came to us garden in 1999 until now. And that's a pretty long time, and we have to love this.
Surrounded by ocean, Barbados is blessed with 101 kilometers of coastline. The calm Caribbean Sea makes a natural beach resort, and most of the seashore is covered with soft sand. Beaches are public and available to all. This is the main reason why millions of visitors are attracted here every year. A romantic wedding filled with tropical passion is the dream that many young couples yearn for. It's noon. Ria is busy with the final preparations. The wedding will start at 2 p.m. sharp. In less than 2 hours, Ria and her assistants will have to finish creating a romantic wedding setting.
This couple today, they started to plan it about 5 months ago. They were very simple. They came to us, they said they just want to have a wedding, it's just the two of them. They would have seen a package on our website that they agreed to have. The package would include a cake, the bouquet, the buttonhole, the services of a wedding coordinator. This package for 2013 was priced at $970 US. It's so tall, like, really?
You don't have to get a lot.
The mere fact that they have seen photos of the arch and stuff like that, they're already thinking in their head, oh, that has to be the special place where I'm going to have this wedding.
Ria has been working in this resort hotel for 4 years. 3 years ago, she passed the exams, enabling her to work as a qualified wedding planner. Ria's aim is to serve 50 or more couples each year. In reality, however, she always exceeds this target by a large margin.
I love dealing with people and I love to make people happy, and one of my favorite parts of the wedding is seeing the groom when he finally looks at her on the wedding day and she's so pretty and all is well and she's happy.
In fact, of the hundreds of resort hotels in Barbados, nearly all of them have their own wedding planners, like Ria. What's more, there are dozens of companies that specialize in wedding planning, providing tens of thousands of couples from around the world every year with elaborate and attentive services.
It's a beautiful island, lots of beautiful beaches. I mean, the world is made of lots of different types of people, I should say. And according to that request, I will do my utmost best to honor it.
Again, a perfect wedding. Simple, sweet, and romantic.
Well done, Ria. You did it. We did it, my entire team. We did it.
28-year-old Ria is the mother of 2 children, but she's unmarried. There are many women like her in Barbados. Over the last 2 years, she's planned various weddings for almost 200 couples from around the world. And yet, she has never once thought what her own wedding would be like.
Being married is not a dream of mine. Maybe after I'm asked to, someone says, oh, Ria, will you marry me? Maybe then all these thoughts will probably come into my head.
This is one of the most peculiar but spectacular sights in Barbados. With its long fins on each side, flying fish can leap out of the water with ease and even fly for a full 10 meters. It is also a popular dish in the local cuisine, so this is why catching flying fish has become a traditional profession. Six Men is the most famous fishing village in northwest Barbados. On Sunday morning, the village is exceptionally quiet as most of the residents are in church. More than 95% of Barbados's inhabitants are Christian, and churches of all sizes can be seen everywhere. Amidst this beautiful and holy sound of choral music, the island's Christians show their devotion. Worship ends early, but David Babb isn't headed home. Instead, he goes to the beach to attend to something important. Edwin Austin has been waiting a long time for David to repair his boat.
I bought it 10 years ago, and this is the first maintenance I'm carrying out on it. It's due the use of fishing for flying fish. Yeah, flying fish or dolphin, yes. 2 people I hired to do the work on the boat. Sometimes you can catch as much as 5, 6 or 8,000, depends how plentiful the catch may be.
November to June is the season for catching flying fish in Barbados. As it's nearly the end of September now, there are few fish to catch. Strong winds and waves, typical of this season, keep the boats close to shore. This is why Austin chooses this time to have his boat repaired. From July, David works every weekend from 9 in the morning until it gets dark. He needs to work like this in total for around 30 days. Sacrificing his leisure time and toiling away by himself, David has no thoughts about looking for a helper.
I had a couple of fellows, when I was really working, but, young people, you say it's a lot of hard work, so come, do it for a little while and then just stop.
During the daytime, David works installing air conditioners. Along with his partner, he works 5 days a week, installing 2 air conditioners each day. This job earns him $1,500 Barbados dollars a week, equivalent to $750 US, which is a decent income. But David still works as a carpenter as well. He is the best carpenter of the village.
My uncle, I learned it from him. That was about 20 years ago, I think.
There are 4 carpenters in the village. Unlike the others, David only repairs boats and ships because, tiring as it may be, it's more profitable. With this carpentry job, David can earn around $3,500 US, which he'll use to buy his beloved children a computer. Typical oceanic climate makes Barbados especially prone to frequent rain. As long as there is just one dark cloud in the sky, one can safely assume there will be rain showers. And when the sky clears, the sun will shine again. The wood of the boat becomes damp during heavy rain, so David is forced to take a rest and wait for another time to continue. He promises the owner he will finish the repairs before the fishing season starts in November. This nation is inseparable from the sea. There are 2 strips of blue in its national flag, representing the Caribbean and the Atlantic, separated by a strip of golden yellow in the middle, signifying the island's sandy beaches. The black trident in the center represents Poseidon, the god of the sea in Greek mythology. Fish is the primary diet of Barbados, a country surrounded by the sea. Even though flying fish are not large, the islanders seldom buy a whole fish to take home. They prefer fish fillets, with the bones already removed. Michael's daily job, therefore, is to debone the fish.
Well, I was here when I know myself. I came from the family in it, so I found it. By the time I was around 8, 9 years old, I could have filleted any fish. I had to go to school, but still had to be with the fish. The only way to survive that time, 1760s.
The fish that Michael is deboning is dorado, or dolphin fish, one of the favourite delicacies of Barbados's inhabitants. Whether steamed, stewed, grilled, fried or eaten raw, it is equally delicious. Michael works 12 hours a day. He sells as many as 500 fish in a day.
We call these Caribbean dolphins. They are dolphins. Dolphins. You can know them, the American name is Maiman. Like this one, selling at $8 a pound, sell £5, £10, something 100.
Oistins, the largest fishing port in Barbados, is the liveliest spot on the island come Friday evening. It's the busiest time for the Uncle George restaurant as well.
It's a big night on Friday night. Friday night is like a weekend, everybody kick back, you know. We're having a party every Friday night, like this, sometimes bigger. Dolphins, marlin, kingfish, tuna, you know. But fish is coming all the time. Oysters is located at the south, on the south. The fishing village right here, everything is coming here nice and fresh. Well, I was always involved in cooking from a lot, you know. So everything just came to perfection, you know. I had 2 more herds to 11, make it 13. So there's something special there, you know. And then the perfection when you prepare, you know. Being the master of seafood, you know, this is the best on the island.
Uncle George is not bragging. Of the 30 grill houses in Oistins, his restaurant is the most popular. To try his food, visitors have to queue for at least an hour. During peak season, a 3 to 4 hour wait is not uncommon.
Well, let me hear from on Friday night from 6 o'clock till maybe 1 o'clock in the morning. Right here, right now we got maybe 15 seats here. We need more. We meet a lot of people, you know, and I enjoy it, you know. I keep getting better and better all the time.
2 months from now, when it's winter in the Northern Hemisphere, visitors will come in droves to Barbados for its warmth and sunshine. That will be the busiest season for Uncle George. Enveloped by the warmth and serenity of the Caribbean on one side and the unruly Atlantic on the other, this small island is miraculously comfortable. It's truly a most wonderful gift from the ocean.